running such a diverse city. We need someone here that's going to be looking at the political aspect and the political future for Lowndes County, that everybody is included, that we can get some money on the south side and get some money to circulate in our poor communities, and we want to be able to share into the power structure of the city and apply ourselves. Let us not leave us out. We must apply ourselves so that we can re-educate our children from the pulpits and from all the platforms that we dwell upon, even with the school consolidation. The reason that the question is why? Do we realize that this opens up a keg of worms, even based upon Brown versus the School Board of Education, of racism right here in this county? No, we don't want to discuss these issues. We'll take the N word and we'll look at it and we'll use it in the wrong perspective. And we'll get all discombobulated about it. But then when it really comes out here, you hear the rumor about, hey, ain't no N gonna run our city. We want our city back. This is the kind of old talk that goes on. And then we steady left out. And we don't have any money, and the crime rates are steady going up. But then when we get a black man come to run for mayor, first thing he want to put out is his holy Bible, and he want to talk about God and doing this, and God is to do this, and God is to do that. It's going to take us as individuals and use the wisdom, that true intellect that he give us.
What Doc is saying, he's not saying that God is not good, but what he's saying, that God said there's a time and season for all things. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
And religion is good, but we also know that in order for us to look good and see the beauty in this flower, there's one thing we must understand. You got to understand the flower itself, because if you don't understand the flower itself and because it look good and you think it's gonna last forever, just let the sun stay on it and you're gonna see there's gonna be a change. And that's what has happened. This city looks good, but the question is, when will we change the beauty of the flower and we begin to understand that until we get some of the monies that's coming in here through the paving of asphalt, the building of buildings, the educational arena and building the schools, etc., as well as building the minds of our young people. You keep saying and teaching your children that saving time, saving is 48.
All right.
That look good to you. You can sit down and eat for a while on that, but pretty soon what's gonna happen?
And if you don't get, you end up not having no money on the south side, and you become like a dead leaf in the comparison.
A dead leaf among life.
Yes.
That's what it's about. Brother, we gonna close this clip out, but there's one thing I want to close with by saying this here. Until we wake up, like Brother Henry said, the giant must wake up. That means register, cast your vote, and if you got questions, you may want to do what the Equipment 10 did. You may want to go and vote absentee ballot, just in case if there's a recount, there's a documented, hand-known piece of document paper that somebody can count to make sure that your vote was cast and that it was counted. And to the Equipment 10, you are a hero and sheroes. We stand with you and we are waiting. To everybody that watched this clip, ask yourself a question. Why has not Congressman Sanford Bishop, aide and staffer Michael F. Bryant case been highlighted in the newspapers on the front page, because it was worthy of front page coverage, on your local TV stations, CNN and national news? It's that important when it comes down to somebody coming out at a congressional aide in South Georgia and the United States of America, the so-called land of the free and the home of the brave. Now you talking, don't be nobody's slave.
All right. And on that note, we closing this out. And stop making assumptions. Like some may assume that this is a holy Bible that I'm holding in my hand because I talked about the Word of God. This book is 130 years old or older. It's the dogmatas of the 33rd degree Supreme Council. Therefore, wisdom must be understood. And therefore, we understand impartiality and what it is to be impartial.
This is kvci.blogspot.com. George Boston Rhymes and my beautiful brother John Robinson. The reason we don't back up, cause our instructor fails to put reverse in our vehicle.
Yes,
Peace
thank
be
you.
unto you, and bye-bye we gone. Oh, yeah, Doc Ghetto Child, right?
Yes, sir.
Doc, tell them about the last painting you did. You just painting, you won't quit. Tell them a little bit about the last few paintings that you painted.
The very last one, I did one of an animal scene, but the very last one I did, I dedicated to Mr. Troy Davis. And it's called The Man with No Plan. It's an ink shadow drawing. And I got him sitting in the midst of clouds. And the night that he was executed, let me explain something about this. See, our Supreme Court let us down, okay? Because even the state of Georgia waited. That meant there was a benefit of a doubt somewhere. And our Supreme Court, all they had to do was says, well, let us allow this man one more time to be heard for his final round, and therefore we shut it down. Just like that.
Until next time, this is your little brother George Boston Ryan with KVCI and Doc Ghetto Child. Bye-bye, we gone. In front of Black Crow Media. Peace.